Have you ever wondered what truly sets successful people apart? It's not just talent or luck, it's the habits and mindset they cultivate every single day. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 10 powerful habits that will not only help you achieve success, but also build a meaningful and sustainable life. Let's dive in and start making positive changes today. Here is the translated and unified version of your content in English, written as a continuous narrative without icons or bullet points. Positive self-talk, the hidden beginning of every success. Many people spend their entire lives tirelessly pursuing success, only to feel as if they are running in place. They change strategies, switch environments, seek out new mentors, yet forget one crucial thing: they have never truly understood themselves. Success does not begin externally. It begins with an inward journey, a courageous look within, where you dare to ask yourself the essential questions. What do I truly want in this life? Why do I keep postponing the things I know are important? What am I really afraid of? These are not just philosophical reflections to pass the time. They are the keys to unlocking self-awareness, a door most people never open. And only when you're willing to have an honest conversation with yourself can true transformation begin. Do you know who your most loyal companion is? The one who's with you from the moment you open your eyes until you fall asleep? It is the voice inside your mind. That voice can lift you up or drag you down. It can be the inner coach who urges you to get up every time you fall, or it can be the critic who fills you with fear every time you try to step outside your comfort zone. Choose to become your own best friend. Starting today, try spending the next 3 days speaking to yourself with trust, kindness, and encouragement. Stand in front of the mirror and say out loud, "I can do it. I deserve success. I am getting better every day." Do not whisper these words. Declare them. Let your subconscious hear them and record them. Because your thoughts shape your words shape your habits, and your habits shape your life. You do not need to wait for the perfect moment. You do not need anyone else's permission. Begin with a conversation with yourself. Begin today. Here is the English translation of your content, written as a flowing narrative without bullet points or icons. Clarify your vision, because life cannot be driven with a blurry map. One of the main reasons why so many people keep spinning in circles in life is because they don't truly know where they're going. You can be hardworking, you can be relentless in your efforts, but without a clear vision, you're like someone rowing in the middle of the ocean with no sense of direction. Eventually, you will feel exhausted, discouraged, and tempted to give up. Pause for a moment. Take out a pen and paper and write down your thoughts. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve in the next year, in the next 5 years? Why do I want it? What does it truly mean to me? How would I feel if I achieved it? Writing these answers down isn't for decoration. It's the process of bringing clarity to your life. Because vague goals lead to vague results, while clear goals lead to clear and purposeful actions. Your vision is the compass that guides every decision you make. When your vision is clear, you'll know which actions are worth your energy and which distractions to avoid. You won't be lured by things that seem nice, but don't align with your true path. And don't just write it, visualize it. Each morning, close your eyes and imagine living the life where your goals have already come true. Picture yourself, how you look, where you live, what you are doing, and who is by your side. Feel that future with your entire heart. When you do this often enough, your subconscious mind begins to accept it as real. And once that belief takes root, you will naturally act with clarity, passion, and determination to make it happen. Remember this: life doesn't reward vague dreamers. It rewards those who dream with intention, plan with vision, and act with courage. So be clear, write it down, and begin living as though your future is already unfolding, because in many ways, it already has. Here is the English translation of your content, written as a continuous and coherent narrative without icons or bullet points. Cultivate resilience, because life is not made for the easily defeated. Life has never been a smooth, straight path. No matter how intelligent, hardworking, or talented you are, there will always be days when things don't go your way. But those moments are not failures. They are tests of your resilience. The truth is, success does not come from never falling. It comes from the ability to rise again after every fall. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, failed over 10,000 times before discovering the formula for success. But he never called them failures. He simply said, "I have found 10,000 ways that won't work." That is the mindset of resilience. Not fear of mistakes, but the willingness to learn and move forward. Take a moment to look back on your own life. Haven't your moments of greatest growth come not from ease, but from adversity? Every hardship you faced has been a unique form of training designed just for you. It didn't come to punish you, it came to prepare you for something greater. Starting today, change the way you view failure. Don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead ask, "What is this here to teach me?" Imagine yourself as a mighty tree. The wind may sway your branches, but if your roots are planted deep in your goals, your values, and your purpose, then no storm can uproot you. Resilience is not something you're born with. It is a skill you build, one day at a time. Every time you overcome a challenge, you add another layer of armor to your spirit, and slowly you become someone who refuses to be defeated. So be grateful for the trials, because they are not breaking you. They are forging you into steel. Here is the English translation of your content, written as a continuous and flowing narrative. Believe in yourself, the root of all achievement. You may have talent, opportunity, and even the perfect plan. But if you do not believe in yourself, none of it will truly matter. Self-belief is not arrogance. It is not shouting to the world, "I'm the best." It is the quiet, unwavering confidence in your mind that says, "I can." You do not need anyone's permission. You do not need anyone's approval. You simply need to give yourself a nod. Look at those who have created extraordinary things in the world. They were not always the smartest, the most well-equipped, or the most prepared. But they shared one thing in common. They started. They acted even when they weren't sure. They moved forward even when surrounded by doubt. They believed in their ability long before there was any proof that they could succeed. And then, the magic happened. Starting today, begin training your self-belief through one simple yet incredibly powerful habit: affirmation. Every morning, stand in front of the mirror and say out loud, "I am capable of achieving what I desire. I am growing every single day. I am worthy of success and happiness." Do not whisper. Do not say it reluctantly. Declare it as an undeniable truth, because what you repeatedly tell yourself becomes an unshakable belief in your subconscious. And your subconscious is where all your actions begin. Every time doubt shows up, and it will, say to it, "I see you, but I'm not listening. I choose belief, not fear." Repeat it again and again, because belief is not a fleeting feeling. It is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. And soon, you'll realize that you don't need to be a superhero. You only need to be yourself, but with a belief so solid, nothing can shake it. Here is the English translation of your content, written as a seamless and inspiring narrative. Pursue your passion, not just for joy, but to truly live. Have you ever been so deeply immersed in something that when you finally looked up, hours had flown by without you noticing? You forgot hunger, forgot fatigue, and your mind danced in a state of pure joy. That is passion. Passion is not a fleeting hobby. It is a powerful, renewable energy source that no cup of coffee can replace. It keeps you moving forward when others give up. It burns away self-doubt and warms your heart during the coldest days of your journey. Passion is not a luxury reserved for those with spare time. It is a responsibility to your own life. Because if you don't live with passion, you will live by obligation. You'll wake up each morning to the sound of an alarm clock and the dull thought of just another day. You'll go through the motions, counting down to the weekend, and slowly, you'll forget that your heart was once capable of burning with excitement. Starting today, take the time to listen to what makes you come alive. Maybe it's writing, maybe it's painting, maybe it's building, teaching, inspiring, baking, traveling, exploring, helping others. It doesn't matter what it is. What matters is whether it makes you feel truly alive. And when you find that thing, don't hide it. Don't wait for the perfect time or perfect income or perfect understanding from others. Do it every day, even if just for 15 minutes, even if it earns nothing yet, even if no one else gets it. Because when you do what you love, you naturally become excellent at it. And people who are excellent create value. And those who create value sooner or later find success. Remember this: life doesn't need you to become someone else. It needs you to become yourself, but fully, vibrantly, unapologetically. And passion is the fire that helps you shine that brightly, endlessly. Here is the English translation of your content, written as a continuous and engaging narrative. Decisive action, because dreams don't turn into reality on their own. You can read hundreds of books, listen to thousands of podcasts, draft endless plans and strategic roadmaps. But if you don't take action, it's all just colorful imagination. Without action, there is no result. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who do. Many of us get stuck in the preparation zone, telling ourselves things like, "I'll start when I'm ready. I need to learn a bit more first," or "It's not the right time yet. I'm waiting for everything to be perfect." But here's the harsh truth: the perfect moment never arrives. If you keep waiting for the ideal time, you may end up waiting your entire life. The good news is that action doesn't need to be perfect. A small step, even if messy and awkward, is 100 times better than just sitting there thinking about it. Think about Walt Disney. He didn't start with castles, theme parks, or the iconic Mickey Mouse. He began with rough sketches and a crazy belief in a mouse. That was enough. Starting today, stop planning the plan. Start doing. Write that first page, send that email, make that phone call you've been avoiding. Record your first video. Take the first step, even if it feels tiny. Each action is a powerful signal to the universe. I am serious about my dream. Action creates momentum. Momentum creates progress. And progress turns the impossible into the possible. You'll realize soon enough, you don't need to know every step. You just need to know the first one and take it. So stop waiting. Start. Try. Learn. Try again. That is how every great thing in this world has ever been built. Here is the English translation of your content, written as a smooth, continuous narrative. Lifelong learning, a timeless asset. There is a simple yet powerful truth. Success only comes to those who never stop growing. If you're not moving forward, you're falling behind. In a world that constantly changes, stagnation is your most dangerous enemy. And the most powerful tool that keeps you moving ahead is learning. Learning isn't confined to textbooks or academic degrees. You can learn from anywhere. From a good book you read during a quiet moment, from a conversation with a stranger, from painful failures that almost made you give up, from the everyday experiences others often overlook. The purpose of learning is not just to know, but to do. Knowledge that isn't applied is just dead information. But when you turn knowledge into action, it becomes power. Want to improve your communication skills? Learn and then apply. Want to start a business? Read, listen to those who've gone before you, and begin with small, intentional steps. Want to understand yourself better? Listen closely, write your thoughts down, and practice daily conversations with your inner world. Abraham Lincoln, born into poverty in a rural village, became a legendary president, not because he attended elite schools, but because he never stopped learning. He read by the dim light of a fireplace, driven by an unshakable hunger to grow. You're no different. You don't have to know everything, but you must desire to know more each day. Starting today, make learning a non-negotiable habit. Read one page of a meaningful book. Watch a high-quality video. Ask one more question when you're unsure. Reflect and record what failure has taught you. The world belongs to the curious and to those always ready to learn. Learning is not a burden. It is a privilege, a weapon, a companion that equips you for any arena in life. And always remember, the moment you stop learning is the moment you stop growing. Here is the English translation of your content, written as a continuous and inspiring narrative. Change, not the enemy, but a great teacher. There is one thing certain in life. Everything changes. Jobs change, markets change, people change, and you, yes you, are changing every single day. So what separates those who succeed from those who remain stuck? It's not intelligence, it's not luck, it's adaptability. Successful people don't resist change, they collaborate with it. They don't sit around lamenting, why can't things be the way they used to be? Instead, they ask, what is this here to teach me? Then they pivot, adjust their plans, shift their sails, and keep moving forward. Remember this, Change is not the end of stability. It's the beginning of a new level of growth. Just like a skilled sailor never curses the wind, he simply adjusts his sails. And because of that, no matter which way the wind blows, the ship continues toward its destination. From today onward, learn to welcome change. When an old plan no longer works, don't cling to it, update it. When the market shifts, don't panic, adapt. When one door closes, don't just stand there, look around. Another door might already be opening. Flexibility doesn't make you weak. It makes you capable of surviving and thriving. The greatest entrepreneurs, leaders, and changemakers didn't walk straight, easy paths. Every single one of them had to pivot, shift direction, and learn from scratch again and again. Change is not a setback. It is an invitation to reinvent yourself, to rise into a stronger, wiser version of who you're meant to be. Make adaptability your secret advantage. Because in a world that's constantly evolving, the ones who change fastest are the ones who lead. Here is the English translation of your content, written as a continuous and meaningful story. Harmonious relationships, the invisible lever behind every success. You can be talented, hardworking, and determined, but remember one essential truth: no one succeeds alone. Behind every success story are meaningful relationships. A boss who believed in you, a friend who walked beside you, a team that supported you, someone who opened the right door at the right time. Sure, you might go faster alone, but with the right people by your side, you go farther, stronger, and more sustainably. Success isn't a solo race. It's a journey of connection, connecting with those who share your values, those who inspire you, those who help you see the blind spots you could never notice on your own. From this moment on, commit to investing in the relationships around you, not to take advantage of them, but to grow together. Listen more than you speak. Offer genuine praise instead of comparison. Lend a helping hand without expecting anything in return, and you'll be surprised at how the universe finds ways to return the favor. Strong relationships aren't built overnight. They're nurtured day by day with trust, gratitude, and kindness. Ask yourself, who makes me a better person? Have I truly shown my appreciation and support for them? Am I someone others want to walk alongside? Begin with the smallest actions: a heartfelt thank you, a message of encouragement, a firm handshake, a timely piece of advice. Become someone people trust, someone they want to build something meaningful with. Because the higher you rise, the more you'll realize. Talent takes you far, but it's people who take you all the way. And in the end, what remains in the memory of every successful person isn't just the achievements, it's the people who helped create them. Here is the English translation of your content, written as a cohesive and empowering narrative. Positive thinking, the secret weapon for overcoming adversity. Many people think that positive thinking is just wishful thinking, a way of painting a rosy color over a dark reality. But the truth is, positive thinking is not a delusion. It's a highly effective life strategy. It doesn't make your problems disappear, but it changes the way you face them. You stop being a victim and become a problem solver. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What can I do from here?" Instead of sitting around complaining, blaming others, or cursing fate, those with a positive mindset focus on finding solutions. And that is where the real difference begins. In the same situation, a pessimist sees a barrier, while a positive thinker sees a lesson. The pessimist gives up, while the positive thinker starts finding another way. You cannot control everything that happens in your life, but you can always control how you respond. And a positive response is not about forcing a smile. It's about choosing to focus on what you can change. Didn't get the job? Learn a new skill. Dealing with a difficult client? Practice empathy. Did your plan fall apart? Rethink, reassess, and adjust. Positive thinking doesn't erase adversity, but it opens up new paths within it. Train yourself to build this habit when hardship arises. Pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what is the best thing I can do right now? Then do it. Positive thinking is not something you're born with. It's a choice, a skill that must be practiced every day. And when you repeat it enough, it becomes a habit. Once it becomes a habit, it becomes a compass, guiding you through any storm. Because in the end, it's not your circumstances that define your life. It's the way you choose to see them. And those are the 10 habits that can help you build a successful and sustainable life. Remember, Success doesn't come from giant leaps, but from the small, consistent actions we take every day. Are you ready to change your life? Start incorporating these habits and watch the difference. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos on personal development and success mindset. Leave a comment below telling us which habit you're most excited to apply first.